I believe not all players are lucky for having a new phone with a great specification, so by making this video, hopefully I can help the player out there who still has the low-end device and also should be really worth playing the best MMORPG for on their phones. So we'll get it right for some reason, like the size should be smaller, graphic is good, and of course the gameplay must be attractive as well. Remember to like this video to reach 1000 likes. Thanks. Top 10 best MMORPG low-end Android, MMORPG small size and good graphic MMO mobile. You can support this channel and send us a special thanks. Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online Integral Factors. Simply, I would like to suggest this game as the best low-end MMORPG games for you to play. Just by less than 1 GB, you already have a great anime art style and also become the most popular MMO games on mobile. The game's graphic will automatically adjust it based on your phone quality, so it will guarantee your device will run perfectly while playing this game. No matter how long it's been exist, but the server always has a lot of active players. Look at how many players are playing while I stand on the plaza with a great armor and nice weapon. It will become attractive to the newbies player. The gameplay of Sword Art Online Integral Factors is we must play the game manually, which means this is MMORPG no autoplay. We must find the main quest by ourselves and should know the storyline, and also we should attack the monster manually. This is a great thing for us to make a winning chance to become bigger by switching the weapon. Try to get your skill card and also upgrade your avatar to strengthen up your appearance as well as your power. This is the best MMORPG small size and MMORPG for low spec phones. Otopia. I'm pretty sure not many of you know this game right now, but trust me, this game was the most played MMORPG before. If I remember, there is so many players who love playing it because it's becoming one of the best MMORPG no pay-to-win game for mobile. We can easily obtain a rare items and also unique tier of equipment and able to trade goods between the players. The trade system is the key point for us playing it. I think this game still has more potential when more newbie players know it and try to play. In fact, the game has a very unique character design which is not a human anymore, but we are becoming a woodman and able to change the appearance based on the armor and the weapon that we are using on. There are 5 different jobs that we can pick and select to start the game. They are warriors, archers, wizard, gunman, whiteman. The music is absolutely relaxing and pretty makes a calm feeling, even though I can't stay longer just for listening the OST. Otopia is the best no autoplay MMORPG with a very small size of only 174 MB. Anyway, we only had one main server to play. Such a great idea, right? The World of Magic Emo. The World of Magic Emo. Finally, this game has a remastered version. I would love to replay it again from the beginning to see how good the progress is when we play as a newbies. Seriously, the graphics now are way better, more sharp, more detailed, more colorful, more faster in combat and not laggy anymore. We will start with picking your race. It will determine how many players are playing in the city. There are 3 main jobs which are warrior, rangers and magician. It has a very simple character creation though. Right now, the gameplay of the World of Magic Emo is every time we get a new level, then we can place the right status point based on your hero's build. We need to understand every single status point to place the right position, and it will create the characters to focus on the right fighting style. When we reach the village, we will see a massive player number. Try to look at their status skill to motivate ourselves and reach the leaderboard rank. One more thing, we can create a trade system between 2 players. It's crazy how possible the low spec phone have a complete features. The World of Magic Emo is the best new MMORPG pixel art games for Android and iOS. City of Fantasy. City of Fantasy. This game needs an active developer who really wants to take care of the server number. Honestly, the game's server is way too much. They need to do a merge server or combine the server, and the number of the active player can be maintained well. From the graphic, it's absolutely one of the best for mid-end phones to play, but the main problem is the server only. The City of Fantasy has a great anime chibi character. We can play the game for any spec phone. The game has a MMORPG games genre. where we can build up the hero's combat power by upgrading the pet system. Our hero will easily get new equipment with a variety of their rarity through clearing the dungeon. Even the number of the monster is quite too much, but we can wipe them all by using our skill, because mostly the skill has an area of evac range. We can play this MMORPG by an auto features starting from the beginning till the end, which means it's kind of a casual gameplay. This is the best MMORPG for low-end Android devices. Hardwood Online. Hardwood Online. This is one of the most played MMORPG games on Android and iOS. Even we can select a different server to know how fast the connection is, and we can pick the stable server connections. Look at how many players are playing every day and every time. They are all consistently playing the Hardwood Online. It's insane how a pixel art graphic MMO makes a loyal players on mobile. But actually, we can play this game on PC as well, which means MMORPG cross-platform games. The gameplay of Hardwood Online is we can build up our hero by placing the status points like strength, power, defense, attack speed, and many more. So it's depend on us on making our own characters. Try to craft a new weapon and new armor, but you need a specific material that we can find around us easily. The material would be respawned continuously, so we can share it together with the other players. Unfortunately, the game doesn't have any PvP arena, which I really hope the developer making these features to let the players know how strong their character is. This game is really playable for any devices, even your lower phone spec would run perfectly. This is the best MMORPG mobile game with a small size game. Ragnarok Begins. Ragnarok Begins. This is the newest sequel of Ragnarok games on mobile. Seriously, the game has a great graphic with an amazing attention to detail on every object that we see around us. I see it has a quite an unique perspective in which we play the game for a side-scrolling point of view while we are hunting the monster. And know the reason why, because it will create a smaller size then, rather than making a fully open world game like the other Ragnarok series. Unfortunately, the developer only launched 2 servers, which is in Korean and America. They need to launch the SEA or ASEAN server to attract more players to join, because as we all know, Ragnarok is pretty popular in Asia. The gameplay of Ragnarok Begins is we can use the skill and lock the target which is in the closest range of us. Just tap the auto button to finish every single monster. Mostly our main mission is clearing up a lot of monsters like 15 to 20. It's pretty much though. Lucky we are having an auto feature. This is the best MMORPG Android that can be played on mid to low-end devices. Define W. Define W Perfect Wonderland. Surely this game was inspired by a Perfect World mobile game. The way they picked the game's title and also how the flying features is totally what Perfect World MMO is. But this game has a way smaller size and not really focusing on the graphic. If we can compare with the game, but actually this game graphics are really good for a low-end phone spec. Unfortunately, the developer really doesn't want to make it become a long-lasting game. I'm sure you will be surprised by how many server it has launched. Let me tell you, it has more than 1000 servers. This is the main reason why many of the players don't want to download it anymore, because we feel like they just want to milk us. So be wise on spending your penny money on this game, and we would not get any value then after a few days, because they will keep releasing the new servers. The gameplay of Define W Perfect Wonderland is you don't need to touch any button, because the game will 100% do an auto features by itself. Honestly, I don't really want to get this game, even it has a great graphic, but for me the gameplay is my top priority. What do you think about it? Please write down in the comment sections. Thanks. Spire. Spire MMORPG. If you are looking for no autoplay MMORPG game, then this game would be the one of the best recommendation for you to try. The gameplay is absolutely so simple, even the combat mechanism is a newbie friendly, which we don't need to push ourselves in the combat. Every time we finish the combat, all of our health points will be reset and full. So it doesn't matter how much HP left after the combat, it will recover by itself then. It's a good way for us to gain more experience by killing the monster. When you are arriving in the village, you will realize if it's set in the medieval era, the building and also how the music is really ear-catching of classic MMO games. Finally, we have a game that has a semi-auto attack. We need to lock the target and our hero will do an auto basic attack. We just need to manage the skill to unleash. By killing a common monster, we can get a rare items and equipment. Either Spire is the best MMORPG games for Android and iOS. Terrafit. There is so many playing modes that we can join, like an adventure, MMORPG, hunting, crafting, survival, but anyways, those worlds were made by the other players, which we can visit their world, or you can create your own world based on the game's genre you would like to try. This game has a combination of Roblox and pixel art style, but the game's genre is optional. This depends on the creator. The gameplay allows us to explore the world and kill the monster by using our sword. Jumping and swimming is possible while we are on the sea, but we need to keep an eye on the HP. The deeper we are swimming, it will consume more HP. Try to survive and get the storyline that is made by the other players. Such a nice gameplay. This is the best MMORPG games for Android and iOS. Fluffy Planet Saga. Fluffy Planet Saga. This game is on beta right now, but we all can access it freely right now. That's why not many players are taking it seriously on playing it. Some of the players are only having a try before the game launches globally. For me, this game will become one of the best MMORPG mobiles with a chibi character design. Seriously, I love how the game performs perfectly on any phone spec, but remember to adjust the game setting to standard to make sure your gaming experience smoothly. The gameplay of Fluffy Planet Saga is we will get a free pet that will help us deal with some damage. We can feed him to level up his combat power, so we should focus on the pets as our second priority after our main characters. The combat is really good. We can attack the enemy while moving the hero, which we can make a distance to avoid the boss enemy's special skill. This is the best MMORPG low-end phones Android. Orcs Online. Bonus Orcs Online. I don't even believe if this game still exists on mobile, even it has been released for more than 10 years. But it still has so many active players with a great community on it. When you ask someone on the world chat, then they will respond to your question quickly. So as a newbie, I'm sure you will feel so comfortable with this condition. This is one of the best MMORPG, no autoplay, but don't worry, we can get the main mission easily because there is a hint under the hero circle that will point you into the next mission. The combat is really good. I love when I touch the attack button easily because the auto aim will help us a lot in targeting the monster. These all are the best MMORPG low end Android, MMORPG small size and good graphic MMO mobile. Remember to like this video and help this channel grow by tapping the like buttons. See you on the next video. Thanks.